All right, welcome to episode 3 of Real Talk with Kabi and Will. I'm Will.
I'm Kabi.
And we got a special guest today also, our friend Cooper Reed. Cooper, thank you for agreeing to come on.
Nah, thank you, Will. I appreciate it.
Yeah. In all honesty, I'm a little tired today, and I didn't really have a whole lot that I could think of to talk about, so I was like, let's bring someone on. So we got Cooper Reed here to talk with us. But first, Kabi, we should, I guess, talk about what we watched in this past week. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I watched 2 movies. I watched Come and See, the war movie, and Eternal Sunshine of a. Can you finish that?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, that movie with Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet.
Yes.
And wow, it's a beautiful movie. I can't believe I've never watched that. Thank you, Tori Moyer or however you say your last name.
Oh, she told you to watch that?
Yeah, she recommended it for me. She was also shocked that I never watched it.
W recommendation.
Yeah, good job, Tori.
I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a long time. Cooper, have you seen it?
I've not.
Missing out.
So
yeah, if you ever wanted to see a very serious Jim Carrey, that's the movie.
Yeah,
I'll have to. I love Jim Carrey. He great actor.
I guess like that movie kind of proves that like comedians can be like the best. Because like,
do you think that's his best role?
Honestly, it might be.
It's that or the Truman Show.
Yeah, I think that one. I think that one does it for me.
Yeah.
I think that one it might be the best because it's just like not Jim Carrey at all as we know him.
Yeah.
And even in the Truman Show, like there's hints of Jim Carrey in there.
Yeah.
But like in this one, it's like a completely different person. And that just like shows us like his range and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He's in another movie called The Cable Guy. That is it's a very weird movie. It's like a dark comedy. I didn't love the movie, but he was good in it.
Okay.
That was a weird movie. Very weird. But yeah. I haven't seen Come and See. I need to watch that. But
that movie is so dark.
Yeah. Do you think you could watch it again?
Yes, I could.
You could.
It's
wow.
It's not necessarily graphically dark.
Like
visually.
Just like theme and emotionally.
Yeah, themes like, dude, they're so sad. There's no happiness in the movie at all. It's crazy.
I watched 2 movies as well over the past week. I watched a movie that came out 2 years ago called Perfect Days. It was a very, very good movie. Kind of a quaint movie about this guy who is a like toilet cleaner in Japan, and he goes around and cleans like public toilets and stuff. But he's a very happy guy, and he's very content with his life. He has this like little apartment that he keeps very clean, and he like is very happy with his routine and stuff. And it's just a kind of feel good like happy movie. Like he has like some family problems in a point in the movie, but I mean he gets up the next day and he's feeling better again, and that was a really good movie. Yeah, great movie that one. It was nominated for like Best Picture and stuff, but I didn't see it when it came out. But I was happy that I had finally watched it because it was very good. And then I rewatched Star Wars for like the 20th time.
Nice.
I love Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
Which ones did you rewatch?
I just watched the original again.
Yeah.
That's really the only ones I care about is the original trilogy.
Oh, come on. You got to give the prequels some love too.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He's never seen any of them.
What?
Kabi's never seen any of them.
Kabi.
I don't know. I just like,
Have you seen any Star Wars films though?
None. I have
None?
No Star Wars media. I've never seen a single Star Wars movie.
Okay, then you should start from episode 1.
No, you should not.
No, I think you should.
No.
Because I want to get a perspective of
No.
a perspective of someone who like watches it from episode 1 to episode 6. We're not going to count Disney's.
No.
Yeah, because they're stupid, in my opinion. But
okay.
But I like just because I think the story of Anakin, and then you see that relationship between him and Obi-Wan. I mean, I don't need to spoil anything, but I mean, I don't know if you know.
If I'm ever gonna watch
I'm sure you do, but I don't know. I just think that episode 3 it's a great conclusion, and I think that he should watch the first 3 and then go into 4, 5, and 6.
No,
But
I think you have to watch the originals first.
No, I mean, like that's how I grew up watching. I watched 4, 5, and 6 first, and then 1, 2, and 3. But I mean, I don't know. I still have not talked to someone who's like watched the first episode first. Which I mean, Kabi, if you want to dive into that, or if you just want
to
to
experiment.
I'm not trying to.
I'm not trying to experiment on you, Kabi, and I want you to enjoy. I want you to have an enjoyable experience.
Well, it is an enjoyable experience. Like people that have done it on the internet, they say that they think that they understand the universe better, because when people watch it, they still ask me questions, and we're like, wait, so like, how does like this character connect to another? There's still just some questions, and people get lost when they jump from one timeline to the next. So I feel like that would just have a better understanding. But I mean, Kabi, you watch movies all the time, so I don't think you would really get lost. But I don't know. I love the prequels so much. I mean, the OG.
I'm not a big prequels guy. I really only care about the original ones.
Listen, episode 2 is probably it's awful. I don't like. I mean, Attack of the Clones is not that great of a movie, but I love Phantom Menace. I love Revenge of the Sith. Great movies right there.
Yeah.
Well, I hear like Star Wars like in terms of like the whole media in general, like the stories aren't necessarily like connected that like directly like that. Is that like the case?
No, they're all pretty connected.
Oh, okay. So like the new Star Wars Disney shows, like, would you say they're very well connected to the original stuff?
Yeah, it just like happens like 30 years after the originals. Like there's new characters and stuff, but there's also some of the same characters. Mm-hmm. So it's like a new story, but it's like in the same universe, same kind of plot, sort of.
It's just like the MCU kind of, like these She-Hulks or sorry, that was probably I don't know, a terrible show.
That was
I don't know, like
show.
What's another one? WandaVision. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But
no, I really I just love the original story because I watched A New Hope, the first of them all, and that one is just it's so good, man. Like Luke Skywalker, like he's like a kid and like they go on this whole journey, and it's just so awesome, and the music is amazing.
Yes,
it is.
John Williams.
Like, every time I watch Star Wars, every time I'm like, oh my god, this music is insane. Like it's just so good. Like I don't know. Every time I watch Star Wars, it's like I don't lose the wonder that I feel watching it. It's just so good. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like the Episode 5 more than A New Hope. Mm-hmm. But I just A New Hope is just my favorite one. Like it's just I've watched it more, and it's just to me I don't know, I just love the story of that one. So good.
Yeah, I mean, I think my favorite Star Wars film has got to be Return of the Jedi, Episode 6, the one with the Ewoks.
Yeah.
For those,
you would love the Ewoks, Kabi. You would love the Ewoks.
I have no idea what that is.
It's actually the worst rated OG trilogy film.
Yeah, I know. I like it though.
Yeah,
it's kind of a little slow.
Yeah, because it's really fast paced. Like you start in Jabba's palace, that whole fight scene, breaking the heroes out, but then it's just really slow going into Endor. Getting a plan. But I think the fight between Palpatine, Vader, and Luke is very powerful.
Yeah, it's still a great movie.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people have problems with a bunch of teddy bear looking characters defeating an empire.
Hey.
So,
I
understand.
Rebellion. I mean, the Rebellion won.
Yeah.
Shout out the Rebellion.
But Kabi, you'll have to.
No thoughts, Kabi.
I'm completely clueless.
We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch Star Wars, man.
You're gonna have to watch it.
The only gripe I have with the original Star Wars trilogy is that like they added the CGI that they added in.
Yeah.
That just makes me so mad.
Really, you like the original film?
Yes, I'm always a fan of practical effects over like CGI and special effects.
So they went back to add.
They went back to the originals made in the 70s and added CGI to them.
So bad. I'll be mad too.
It is so bad. It's so and it looks so out of place. Like Jabba the Hutt looks so bad. Like it's not that it looks bad. It just looks so out of place. Like because they added like the CGI that they used in like the movies in the 2000s, the prequels.
I've seen
and
those.
it just like it doesn't fit how the movie looks. It's I hate it.
I can agree with that as another Star Wars fan. Because like that one scene I think you're talking about on Tatooine in A New Hope where Han Solo is like walking around Jabba and they edit him to like jump because he steps on his tail. So bad. And yeah, it's awful. But George Lucas started with episodes 4, 5, and 6 because he claimed that he didn't have the CGI, like capabilities to do 1, 2, and 3.
And it's
so
fine.
that's why I did in 2000. And
the cinematography in the originals is amazing.
Yes,
too.
it is.
Like when Luke Skywalker's looking out at the two suns.
Oh my god.
Setting, like that gives me chills every time.
It's such a good scene.
Chills. Kabi, are we making you want to watch Star Wars?
Well, it making me. I don't know.
No.
Really, man. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna walk out of here and forget about this conversation.
Okay. Well, all right. Thank you, Kabi.
No. Yeah. I don't.
No, but yeah, I watched 2 movies. I watched Perfect Days and Star Wars for like the 100th time. But yeah. Two good movies. Anything you watched recently, Cooper?
I just watched Some Like It Hot, back from like the 50s. So.
You ever watched that?
I haven't. No.
Have you seen it?
No idea.
You haven't seen it?
Some Like It Hot. What's that about? What is that about?
And so basically, these 2 guys are musicians.
2 guys.
And yeah. And
interesting.
Okay, copy.
So these 2 gentlemen.
Yeah.
Musicians. Basically they're trying to get a gig because the last gig that they were at just got busted because they played at like a hidden club that got busted by the police.
Speakeasy?
Yes, something like that. So but they're trying to find their next gig, but when they're on their way to like go to this next gig, they run into like a gang and they kill like this group of people. But they see that those 2 musicians are witnesses, so they're like, hey, we got to kill these guys. So the 2 musicians run away, and they're like, oh, what are we going to do? But then they see like that there's like a job opportunity, but it's only for a girls band. So they dress up as women, and they join this girls band, and they go all the way to Florida to basically hide from this gang because they know that they're being hunted by a gang. So they're like, we got to get out of Chicago. So they go to Florida. And, just some funny, quirky stuff. They meet a girl that they both actually like. Marilyn Monroe's in this movie.
Ooh.
So she's brilliant.
Might have to watch it.
So
Marilyn Monroe fan, Kabi?
But yeah, I mean, I won't spoil the rest of it, but I mean, I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you guys actually say everything about the movies, or do you guys just?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well,
just a movie from the 50s. You can't really spoil it.
I guess that's true.
You can. I
haven't watched it. Yeah, he hasn't watched it. So.
Well, yeah.
Well, Kabi,
you haven't watched it.
It's from the
you
50s.
Guys want to be spoiled, or
sure? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So basically, at the end, they're playing in these gigs. The one guy, he acts like he's a rich millionaire in Florida. The guy who's acting as the girl, trying to get Marilyn Monroe. So he's like, because they're performing at country clubs, so he like just steals people's yachts and just acts like he's rich. But the gang, because they're having an event for like gangs around the world, I guess, and somehow that gang from Chicago gets there, and they
convention.
Yes,
what in the world?
And they basically they find the guys, they figure it out somehow, and so then the guys are like, oh shoot, it's up, like the gig's up, and then the one guy, he like kisses Marilyn Monroe while he's dressed as a girl, and then she's like, what the wait, and then she pieces it together that he's her, and so then Marilyn Monroe runs him down, and they get away on this old guy's boat that he was flirting with the other guy that wasn't talking to Marilyn Monroe, and he at the end of the movie he's like, I'm a guy, and he's like, well, not everyone's perfect, and like it ends really funny.
I think I've seen that clip actually.
Yeah,
that clip I've probably seen too.
It's pretty funny. I mean, I've definitely have seen like comparisons to this movie from like White Chicks. That early 2000s
that's what
movie.
I was thinking.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like a spin-off of that. Except the white chick, the premise of that movie, they're actual cops not being chased by people going undercover. But yeah, I don't know. It was a pretty fun movie. It was pretty funny. A couple laugh out loud moments there, like especially for a movie in the 50s. I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah. There's a lot of good old movies.
Oh yeah.
People sleep. Kabi, you sleep on old
I
movies.
do sleep on old movies, but anytime I get like the chance to watch like an old movie, and I'm always surprised. I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, what am I
A
doing?
lot of good westerns and stuff like that.
What's like your favorite era of movies?
I say
Like
between 80s and 80s. Shoot, when did Godfather come out?
That
was
like 70s.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think
My
it was
favorite
70s.
my favorite
I guess I would
decade.
say that.
My favorite decade is the 70s. Personally, I think movies looked the best then.
Yeah.
I think they weren't as like maybe commercialized. A lot of like blockbuster movies weren't as like super commercialized. But there were also a lot of really good blockbuster. Like the original Star Wars came out in the 70s.
Mhm.
Jaws came out in the 70s. Was The Shining? I think Shining was 1980.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 1980.
I don't know. There's just it seems like all of like my favorite movies like came out of the 70s, or at least most of them. I'd say 70s, and then like this past decade, the 2010s.
Yeah, literally any time before the 2010s for me.
You just don't like the 2010s?
No, like maybe 2015. Like
I think
before that, it's just there's a different feeling to the movies.
The storytelling is at its best now because we're getting like stories that are being told that like weren't ever like really like being told before. But in terms of like filmmaking and like I think the way movies looked, I liked a lot more in the 70s because they were shot on film and not digital, which digital is cheaper. I understand why movies are shot on digital now, but I just like the look of film more, and I liked just like I don't know, the way people dressed in the 70s. I just something about the movies in the 70s I really enjoyed.
That's honestly the reason I crop my films to make it look like it was shot on film.
Yeah,
so I just like that.
It just looks so good.
Yeah.
Like movies on
Just
film just look the best. Yeah. What about you, Cooper? What's your favorite decade?
You know, I mean, I got to give some love to the 70s.
Yep.
I love a good older movie back then. But, you know, I also like the 90s. I love the early 2000s. That's one of my favorites. I don't know. I think the early 2000s and the 90s just had a really, like, I don't know, kind of not crazy, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of fun movies.
The
coming
vibes
out.
of those movies, I just like a lot. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of the movies that came out back then. So, but I mean, nowadays, I don't know. It's a mixed bag now. But that's why I think, like, you know, a show like Stranger Things has done so well. I don't know, because it takes place in the 80s, but like I feel like it has like that nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
And especially like I got to give props to the music as well. I mean, not even just like the pop music, but like even like, you know, the other music that they play in their shows.
Yeah.
I don't mean to bring it up, you know, just randomly bring up Stranger Things, but
That's fine.
I don't know. I think season 1 is by
Bring up
far
whatever you'd like.
I think season 1 is by far the best season out of that show. I don't know. I feel like it's more what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
I don't know. I haven't watched Stranger Things at all, so.
Me too.
what?
Sorry, yeah.
No,
You guys haven't?
No.
Guys,
sorry.
you need to watch this show.
Yeah.
My
My friend Aiden tells me it's
My brother's
amazing.
obsessed
It's like one of his favorite shows.
The writing is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, season 2 is kind of a copy to season 1, but I think season 2 is still like very good. But yeah, I mean, season 3 is all right. Season 4, like, I just feel like season 4, like, like corporations have just gotten to it, and
Got,
it's like
commercialized.
yes,
Yeah.
and that's how I feel like it's gotten. I mean, it's still good. Like, season 4, I won't tell anyone to not watch it. Like, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. And season 5's coming out here soon. Like, I think they just finished filming like a few months ago. So, and I believe that they're gonna do like 6 episodes or something, and then they're gonna do a movie to finish it off. I believe is the plan right now by Netflix, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I suggest you guys watch Stranger Things because the Duffer Brothers, when they wrote it and stuff, like, they did not have a lot of money in season 1.
Yeah.
That's why I think season 1 is the best, because I think experimental film and doing that stuff is always the coolest and the best,
I agree.
in my opinion.
So Cooper, give us your favorite movies. Give us like 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Whatever you can think of.
Yikes. Okay, so I mean, you're gonna yell at me, Will, but like my favorite film of all time probably is Star Wars: Return of the Jedi. It's just nostalgic. I watched it with my dad.
That's episode 6, right?
Yes, episode 6.
No, I don't.
So
I'm not gonna yell at you.
It's how dare you?
Yeah.
No, it's
How dare you like a thing that I don't like?
well, I don't know. We just talked about Star Wars. So I didn't want to bring it up again.
No,
I'm trying to think of. I really like Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, I like that movie.
The
too.
great movie. I actually just watched that recently.
Yeah, we had to watch it for our class.
Yeah, and that was the first time I watched it. I had
Yeah,
no
me
idea
too.
about it.
Me too. I'd heard of it. I just hadn't seen it. Bradley Cooper is so good in that.
Yes. Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
is what's her name?
From Hunger Games. Like
Oh, Jennifer Lawrence.
yes,
Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Thank you, Kabi.
We're gonna get yelled
Gotcha,
at for not knowing her name.
Yeah,
by our
she
viewers,
was
but-
really good in that.
Yes.
It's a funny movie too.
I think Tombstone is a fantastic movie.
I've never seen. I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry.
Please.
Tombstone.
Yes. Western movie.
Nope.
Oh my.
Nope.
What?
I have
Nope.
no
You-
idea. I've never even heard of that name before. Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Tombstone, bro.
You
Maybe.
put this on your list. You will not regret watching Tombstone.
Tombstone.
If you say
Great
so.
movie.
Going on the list right now.
It's I don't know. I watched it on like Tubi or something. It was free somewhere, but like it's a great movie. It like critics love it, and it was highly received by audiences.
The 90s. All right.
Yeah, so
Bet.
it's
We got good cast in there.
yeah.
Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, Sam Elliott, Bill
Mhm.
Paxton.
Oh my.
I'm
me
telling
on
you,
that.
you guys are missing out on this movie. It is fantastic.
Bet.
It made me play Red Dead Redemption 2 when I was done
It's a
watching
great
that
game.
film. It is a great game.
I still haven't even beat it, but that's a great game.
What? The story mode is
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah.
The character development and all of that. It's fantastic. But
Dude, I wanted to play PlayStation with my friends this weekend. Friday night, like we had been planning like earlier in the day, we texted like who's getting on PlayStation. And then PlayStation Network was down all day. It was
Really?
insane.
dang.
It's down all day Friday and Saturday. Like I couldn't believe it.
Womp
Jeez.
womp.
Yeah, it's
Womp,
womp womp.
womp.
Dude, I couldn't talk to my friends. I was like
Addicted to video games.
okay, I hadn't played all week. I don't even care about playing video games. I just wanted to talk to my friends.
You were itching to go back to play those video games.
Rocket
That's
League?
addiction.
Can you blame me, dude? Rocket League?
What? That game is awful.
What?
Yeah, I hate that game.
No.
Yeah.
Are you trying to rage bait?
No,
me?
I'm not. I don't like that game.
Dude, everybody just tries to rage bait me these days.
No.
I mean, I can see why.
This dude just had an argument with our professor this
No, I
morning.
didn't.
Yeah, because he said that because he was like, did he claim that Philadelphia was closer than Chicago? Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got mad about it,
I
and
didn't
you're
get
like,
mad.
you did your famous one-liner. Oh, well, shoot, what do you say? I
You have a
forget what you said. You
one-liner?
literally just
What
said it
is
to
your
Chris before we
one-liner?
started this.
I don't even know.
What is your one-liner?
I don't know. We
No.
I just
I
gotta
gotta
keep
know.
rage baiting him until he says
gotta
it,
know.
and then I'm like, oh wait, that's what he says every time. I don't know, but
Okay, bro. Reading books is overrated.
reading books.
Is overrated.
Overrated?
I mean,
okay, dude.
I can get behind that.
I'm trying to rage bait him.
I'm reading-
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Sorry, I've
Do you
read?
read?
Yeah.
Oh, you
read
do?
3 books this year already.
Already?
Yep.
No.
Started my 4th yesterday.
What
That's
books?
I've read Breakfast of Champions, Jaws, and Ubik.
Jaws, the book.
Bro,
Yeah.
like Jaws.
Jaws was a book before it was a movie.
Yeah.
And Breakfast of Champions is by Kurt Vonnegut.
Huh.
Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah, I definitely know who
The
that is.
goat.
Yeah.
All right.
He's my favorite author.
In case you guys didn't know, we just transferred to our book podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
alright.
a lot of movies are like
Are based off of books.
are just based off books.
Yeah.
So if you want
Fight Club.
Fight Club? Was Fight Club a
Yeah.
book?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, man.
I remember when I was a kid, my mom, because I was
Wish-
very excited to watch the Lego Movie, and she bought me the Lego Movie book. Now,
Lego book.
the Lego Movie was not based off of a book, but
gonna say
they made a
that.
book out of
Yeah.
it before the movie came out, and she handed it to me. She said, "You cannot watch the movie until you read the book."
Oh my god.
I know. I was like,
L mom.
That's what I'm saying.
Mom.
dude.
God.
L Mrs.
awful.
Reed.
I mean, she was just watching out for me. I still can't read very well, so I mean, I guess it didn't really
I
work.
can't
but-
read too good. Cooper still can't read too good.
but-
All right, we were also gonna talk about remakes, reboots.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk
Yeah.
about that today. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
and
All
just
right.
rant about how much reboots stink.
Yeah, I was about to say.
They're the worst, dude. I don't get it.
All right.
Like, well, I get it because it just makes studios a lot of money,
Oh,
and they don't
safety.
have to create anything new.
Well,
But it just annoys me so bad.
can I ask you? Or is anyone here a fan of the How to Train Your Dragon series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are
and
you
they're
excited?
remaking it.
No, I'm not. I'm
You're
not
not?
excited. I'm not.
But
I'm
people have been
online.
wanting this live action forever.
Who?
It's just people on the internet. I don't know. I've just been. I've never seen it. I still
Yeah.
have not seen How to Train Your Dragon, but I've just seen hype around it. My friends are really excited for it.
I mean, I guess if you've never watched or were a fan of like the original ones,
Yeah.
then if you
I
like,
just don't
you know,
get
you
it.
wanna-
Well, because I can also see DreamWorks being like, hey, like, you know, the kids that watched like these movies when they were growing up probably have kids of their own, and this would be a great opportunity for them to get into the theater and watch the
It's-
live action.
It's just so recent, though.
Make it okay.
But it looks great.
But here's the thing: you don't have to remake How to Train Your Dragon. Make a new thing. You don't have to remake that.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I
You
get
can
that
make
too, Will.
You can make a
It's
brand
also-
new.
listen,
You can make a
listen,
brand new movie. That's amazing.
I'm not saying what DreamWorks did was right. I'm just saying, like, if you've seen the trailer, the movie looks great. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
I really
didn't
want to
look
see it. But
Didn't they show it during the Super Bowl?
I'm
Thought
not
I
sure.
saw it during the Super Bowl.
I don't know. But I mean, Snow White. Everyone's just dying to see that one. So
I can't wait. I mean, like, it's not always bad. Like,
Yeah,
but-
no. The thing is, the movies aren't bad.
yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
it's just-
they're.
nobody
I
asked.
just
for
don't
them.
understand. Okay, I understand why they're doing it because they make money and they don't have to make anything new. But I just think I always would prefer creating something new rather than just remaking the same thing. Like the Lion King remake, like sure the new movie's good, but the original is like seriously one of the best like movies ever made.
Like
the animation in that is like literally perfect.
like
And just making something like live action and having it like just look realistic instead of it being stylized and like it just isn't just not as good. It's just not as good.
It's technically not even live action.
I was about to say, I agree. Like some things just need to stay in animation.
Yeah.
I mean, like the only like from animation to live action type of movie that I'm excited to see besides How to Train Your Dragon. I'm a big Hercules fan. I like Hercules. That's a great movie.
Are we making that?
Yeah, they're
That I can't wait to see.
Yes, like see, like, are you joking with me or you just? Nah, I don't know. I love Hercules. It's one of my favorite, Disney Renaissance movies. But it seems like a lot of people are hyped up for that. But also the music in that is just great. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it,
I love those. The original like 50s and 60s like Disney movies like Snow White and like Robin Hood and all those. We had like all of them on VHS and I used to love watching those. Like the animation was so good and like those were just great movies. And then like the 90s like Disney ones with like Lion King and Hercules and all those so good.
The original Jungle Book.
That's great.
Like, and the new remake of the Jungle Book. I feel like the new remake of the Jungle Book is the best remake in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, in my opinion, because it kind of feels different from the original one.
Really? I didn't see it.
You haven't seen the new one?
I just don't really watch remakes.
Oh, okay. Well, the new one, if I was to recommend you a remake, the new one is good because it feels like they were actually trying to do something different
Yeah.
as opposed to just copy.
I guess
the original
if
one.
they are doing something different with it, I'm fine with that.
The new one,
But
has a
like
plot.
stuff like Lion King, like I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
it's
And it just gives the studios a pass as well to just make something not new and just reuse the same
Yeah,
like IPs instead
yeah,
of
but
creating a brand new story.
I was looking at shots of like How to Train Your Dragon, and it was like the same like shots of like the movie, the original movies, and I kind of got mad because it's like, what? Why? And they're it's literally the same like image except one's real life and the other one's animated.
Yeah.
And that actually made me mad. If they would at least do something different to it.
I also think it kind of like delegitimizes like animation because it's like, oh well, we made it animated, but we're gonna make it for real this time.
Yeah.
When animation is, I think in a lot of ways can be better than like live action, especially like with How to Train Your Dragon or Lion King or any of that stuff. I think it a lot of times you can have it in its own like unique style instead of it just looking like realistic.
Yeah, I think a great example of that is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because like you can't really make that in live action. I mean, you probably could, but like
No,
I don't know, like
I don't think
animation
you
is just the animation in that is brilliant. I love it.
I think the animation is also part of the storytelling in that movie too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, have you ever noticed like
the way it looks like a comic book
Yeah.
and everything.
and the fact that when he was first starting out, his like the frames per second.
Oh yeah, it like
it
switched.
It was so dragged. Like it was like 12 frames per second when he was swinging and stuff. But then they amped it up when he got better skilled at swinging and stuff. That was a cool detail. I like that. So
Real.
Yeah. Those Spider-Verse movies are so good.
I cannot wait.
Those might be my favorite animated movies.
I still have not seen the second one.
Really?
What?
Yes, I've only seen the first one, and I love the first one.
I think the second one is better.
Yeah, me too. I think so.
Like because I thought like the first one, like there's no way they can top this animation, and then in Across the Spider-Verse, like somehow they did.
Honestly,
Like the scenes with
The Spot, the villain, or
those are amazing, but like the scenes with Gwen and her dad, where like the colors like show the emotions of each of the characters and stuff. Like every single shot like looks like a whole like painting.
yeah,
Like it is like
literally too.
so good. I love
Honestly,
Across
Cooper,
Spider-Verse.
I would wait for the third one to come out so we could just watch it together.
yeah.
No, dude. Watch Across the Spider-Verse now.
I was like now now I'm sad because I gotta wait for like
I
the
know.
new.
All right, if I do this, will you watch Star Wars starting at episode 1?
Bro, just watch. Just watch Into the Spider-Verse. You know it's a good movie.
Yeah, but the next one isn't coming out till 2029. They just announced that.
Really?
Yeah, they just
Yeah, they
because
have
there
to
was
delay it again.
the animators just went on strike because of unfair work conditions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to rewatch.
Sony's trying to like get them to make the movie by like tomorrow,
Yeah.
and they're like, we can't do that, so it got delayed again. And then the voice actors are also like have other stuff they have to do.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, so
She's got Josh Allen.
Yeah.
No.
So they have to like but I don't know. I think it's better for like to wait and let the movie like give it time.
I mean,
If you want a great movie, you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
I'll give it time, but like 6 years, man. Come on. 6.
Yeah.
4. 2029.
2029. That's 4
They,
years.
they said beginning probably December or not December, January or February of 2029. Probably.
I don't even know how they can have those like release dates that far away. Like, how do you even know?
Well,
like,
they just said roughly around there. They're like between January or beginning of March, but
yeah.
So
That
I'm actually mad about that. I'm actually
there's
pissed.
like
I'm heated right now.
you're heated.
Yeah, there's.
Did we just rage bait you?
I don't
That's
know.
not rage
That's not
bait.
rage bait. that's just the fact that the truth made me mad.
Okay, so what favorite movies have you given us so far? You gave us 3, right?
I said Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, Silver Linings Playbook, and Tombstone.
So can you give us 2 more? Give us a top 5.
I don't know. I'll probably give you my favorite rom-com.
Okay.
You like that?
What's
Kabi?
that?
Yeah.
It's
You like rom-coms?
it's called 13 Going on 30.
I have no idea what that is.
Early 2000s movie. Great. It has
That's with McConaughey, right?
no.
Oh.
Here, let me look up the
I think
cast
you're
list.
thinking about the one where.
Am I thinking like 10 ways to like
that one. That's one.
lose
Yeah,
a
10
girl
ways
or
to-
something? Yeah.
13.
I've definitely heard of that. I haven't seen a whole lot of rom-coms, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I've seen. Have you guys seen When Harry Met Sally?
I've not.
Oh, that's a good one. They had a Super Bowl ad that was like a parody of it.
Gary Winnick is the director of that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. Jennifer Gardner played the girl, and then Mark Ruffalo played the guy.
Oh,
So,
okay. Now
it's,
that I see that.
Oh, that's Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
But
I know. I get her and Julia Roberts mixed up.
Me too, bro.
Yeah,
I always
thank
get
you.
them mixed up.
I told my girlfriend that, and she's like, "How? They are two completely different looking people." And I'm like,
No, they're not.
I think that they look
No, they're
similar."
not.
But that's another great movie. Basically, a girl when she was 13, which is that she was older. And
It's like the movie Big.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen that?
I know the
Tom
premise.
Hanks.
I haven't seen the whole thing, but I'm trying to think of any other movies that are my favorites. I mean, my brother and I love Grown Ups, a good
That's
comedy
good,
movie,
yeah.
but with Adam Sandler.
Ah,
But that's kind of like a brain rot movie a little bit.
I kind of don't like Adam Sandler.
You don't like Adam Sandler?
Not really, no.
What?
Oh, come on, dude.
It's just,
Have you seen Uncut Gems?
no.
That's see that in
But I
I
hear-
rewatched
yeah,
that. I
I hear-
rewatched that a couple weeks ago with my roommate.
I hear that's good. I hear that's good because
Yeah, you gotta
he's,
watch
like,
that.
Very serious.
because
It
yeah,
is.
that's going
Yeah.
back to a comedic actor
Mhm.
going into a dramatic role.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
is really
He
interesting.
does so he
Yeah.
does so good in that.
So
And
I might watch that, actually.
he is still kind of funny in that. Like not like trying to be funny, but his character is just like so absurd sometimes.
you know what? I watched a movie that got me really emotional, and I forget what it was called. I watched it with my girlfriend the other day, or not the other day. It was over the summer, but
Okay.
it was like where there was like a reunion. The cast list was stacked. Like, shoot, what's his name? Chris Pratt was in it. The guy who plays Moon Knight and Poe Dameron in Star Wars. And the one guy who plays Gambit. Why am I blanking on his name? In Deadpool. Have you guys seen Deadpool?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
You
about to
haven't
say.
seen
You haven't
Deadpool?
seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
Nope.
That's a great movie.
Sorry.
What's that guy's name?
Not for me.
It's
I'm about to make a name. I'm about to
Said
make
Chris Pratt?
I'm about to make a name out of myself. I don't something like that. I don't know.
What thing that what that
I'm about to make a name
see.
for myself over there.
Oh, 10. It's called 10 Years.
10 years.
Is his name like Justin something?
Hold on, let me look up.
Who, the guy who says that?
Yeah, the guy that plays Gambit.
It's
A lot of people
I'm about to
don't
make a
like
name.
this
He's
movie.
Magic Mike.
Yeah, okay, Channing Tatum. That's
Channing
who it is.
Tatum, not Jason.
Channing
How did he
Tatum.
chase Justin. or
I
whatever?
mean, this cast list is insane. I mean, Channing Tatum, Oscar Isaac, Rosario Dawson, Justin Long, Chris Pratt, Scott Porter,
Jeez.
Aaron Yo. Who else? Oh, Anthony Mackie is also in this one.
Jackie Chan in there too.
No, unfortunately, he is not. But yeah,
So
I mean,
it's like about people who like
So
like had a reunion after 10 years.
it's their 10-year high school reunion, and
Okay.
it's kind of like life, like how they moved on and how some people haven't moved on from high school and some people
Yeah.
have. And I think it's really interesting because like they patch up like relationships and stuff because there's some like some tension between like someone in their high school high school
Yeah.
sweetheart, but like they both are married now, or the one is about to engage his it was really emotional at the end. A lot of people don't like it though. Like I looked it
Oh,
up on
really?
social media. I don't know why people like this one guy. Like I don't know because I saw it on my For You page like a few weeks ago, and somebody's like, "Don't waste your effing time on this movie. It's such a waste." And
People
I
always hate.
I like replied with, "Well, someone's grumpy." To like the comment, I was like, "Why?
Someone's
Why are you
grumpy.
so negative?"
Oh,
Like,
great. Now he's gonna watch this podcast and be like, "So was you."
I don't know who he is, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it was a bad movie. Like, I enjoyed it. I mean, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite movies, but it's just a movie that just came to my mind. Have you guys seen Project X?
Yeah, that's the party movie.
Yes.
That's like.
Have you
yeah.
seen that?
Project X.
So that movie is so funny.
Yes,
It's
that's
like,
another good
well,
comedy.
It's not a good movie,
Yeah, but
but
it's
it
like,
is so fun to watch.
Yes.
That's probably why I haven't watched it.
Somebody ranked it as like their top 10 best comedy movies ever, and I was like, I don't know about
Wow.
that.
It's like
But-
Have you seen Superbad, Kabi? Oh
No, I haven't even seen Superbad.
Oh.
I've seen Kick-Ass though.
Superbad is like
I
the
have
better
seen
version
Kick-Ass.
of.
Oh yes, I have
Project
seen
X.
Superbad. Duh.
Yeah, duh. Come on.
It's on
Project
it's on my
X is
watch
like
list.
super bad, but it's like they're just like trying to make a party and then they make the most insane, outlandish party ever.
Yes,
It's so that movie's so funny,
dude.
though.
When the kids go in the closet, and because like there's a dad that's trying to call the
security guard
police.
kids
and-
are my favorite part of
Yes.
that movie. They're
My
so
friends
funny.
were in tears at that part. It was so funny. Kava, you gotta watch it, bro.
Yeah, it's like if Superbad was like a bad movie but still like really fun. So you gotta watch Superbad.
I do. It's been on my
That's one
watch
of my
list for
favorite
like a year.
comedies ever.
Superbad is easily one of my favorite comedies too.
Yeah, but like I don't know. Sometimes I'm like I don't want to just watch it like alone, and like my girlfriend doesn't really want to watch like super bad, So it's like I gotta get like with the
No.
boys.
Yeah,
when
Superbad's
that,
so good.
So like that's definitely on my watch list next time.
That's probably Michael Cera's like best. I think that's his best like movie.
It's got Emma
Probably
Stone
Jonah
in
Hill
it.
too. I
It's
think that's
got-
probably both of their best.
Yeah, it's got Emma Stone in it, and she's like my favorite actress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
she
gonna
is
lie.
very good.
With her big eyes.
No, are you a fan of La La
Beautiful
Land or?
blonde hair.
Oh yeah, have you seen?
Yeah,
La La-
I have
La La
seen La La Land.
Are you a
Thoughts?
fan of it? Yeah.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna
good,
lie.
yeah.
I nearly shed a tear.
Oh, I
Oh.
definitely shed a tear.
Dude.
I shed tear for like 15 minutes after watching that.
That's actually
The
why I didn't
last,
want to
like-
watch it again.
The last like 10 minutes of the movie, like it was blurry, like I couldn't see, like I was crying so bad. When they like see each other for the first time, and I'm like, oh my god.
I remember watching it. I was like 11 years old or something like
You were
that.
11.
You were 11.
Yeah, and then I
when you watched
rewatched it
I didn't
recently.
watch it the first time until last year.
Yeah, and I rewatched it recently, but I didn't want to because even at 11, I remembered how sad it made me, and I was like,
What's the movie you've cried the most at, Cooper?
it?
Personal question, but
Oh my god.
gotta ask.
I don't know, man. I don't.
No.
I don't know. La La Land really got me,
Yeah.
and I think that movie 10 Years, I got pretty emotional. I don't think I've ever really like. I mean, I maybe shed a tear, but that was probably about it. I don't think I've ever really like cried
yeah,
to a movie. But
it's
yeah, I don't like
for
do
me.
that stuff. Like I don't.
We're men here. We don't.
The only, I'm not like the biggest movie crier, but the first time I watched Interstellar, I literally
Ooh.
cried. I literally cried 3 separate times.
Who just said that was a bad movie? Oh, Riley Brown said that was a bad
Yeah.
movie.
Well, he was just trying to rage bait
yeah,
me.
I know. He's. No, it's not.
And I didn't get rage baited. I was
Matter of fact, Martin Scorsese.
Guys, Will
overrated.
Will
Okay.
crash out of the year.
Overrated. Scorsese's overrated.
Yeah, Rotten Tomato.
I'm clipping that and putting it out,
Um,
and then everyone's gonna be
all right,
like,
so
"This
then
guy stinks."
I don't know if you guys have talked about this on this podcast, but like, what's your guys' most
Like,
anticipated?
I've cried at It's a Wonderful Life before.
Ooh,
At
that's
the end, it's not like sad tears, just like very emotional. Cause like when everyone's
Yes.
like coming into his house and giving him the money, that always makes me cry.
I did a show in like at a community theater for that. I played young George Bailey.
Ooh,
Um, so I got beat the snot out of me by Mr. Gower. I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
It's such a classic.
The
And-
1946 one.
Yes.
yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh.
Did
It's
they make a remake?
No, I'm just
I
like
don't-
I was just.
I
searching
feel
it
like
up.
that there was a
Oh,
remake in the
okay.
works, but I don't know if it.
Gosh, I hope not.
Yeah, I know. Like
They shouldn't.
leave that movie alone.
Yeah.
It's not like that movie's perfect.
Yeah.
So, Will, Kabi, if you mind, if I ask you guys, what's your like most anticipated movie coming up? Like something that's coming out here soon. You guys are looking forward.
Easily Superman.
The new Superman.
Yeah,
Oh.
easily for me. I'm a big DC fan.
Yeah.
Especially when Superman is actually Superman and not like some dark, brooding, Batman-esque character.
Oh, Kabi said last week that he thinks Ben Affleck is a better Batman than Christian Bale.
Batman, specifically Batman, not anything else. Just the Batman part.
No.
Just the Batman part.
I don't know about that.
Just the Batman part.
No way, dude.
Maybe Batman Begins. Maybe. All right, that's competition. Batman Begins, Batman is competition, but specifically everything else.
No.
I don't know about that one, but
Yeah. No.
I mean,
No.
we could debate. We could debate about it. I have my points.
I mean, it's your opinion, you know. Like that's fair. Like I'm not gonna.
That's my
bash on you for
controversial. That's probably my most controversial opinion.
For movies?
When it comes to movies.
All right. Well, it's another controversial pick, like Ratatouille being the best animated film ever.
Bro, Ratatouille is a great movie.
Thank
is.
you.
Ratatouille is-
Amazing.
I got into like an argument with my
Nothing
mom.
wrong- Nothing wrong with Ratatouille.
Like
Really?
yes, because she was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, rank these movies like real quick. I don't know. It's just for fun. And she put Ratatouille at like 7 out of 10. And I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, when was the last time you seen Ratatouille? She was like, probably when you were like,
Now I gotta,
2, 3. I don't know.
I gotta look at a Pixar movie list because Ratatouille might be up there for me.
It's like probably top 3, top 5.
easily for me. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
What am I anticipating? There's that new Bong Joon-ho movie, the guy who made Parasite,
Yeah.
called Mickey 17, it's starring Robert Pattinson. I saw a trailer for that one in theaters, and that looked really good. That movie was supposed to come out last year and kept getting delayed, so it's coming out sometime this year. And then 28 Years Later, it's the third movie of the
Yeah.
28 Days Later franchise.
Yeah.
the trailer for that looked amazing.
Really?
So I really want to see that when it comes out.
I gotta watch the whole trilogy.
Those are both coming out this year. Dune Messiah, whenever that comes out, I'm very excited for that.
I still have not seen any of the Dune movies.
I love Dune.
Crazy.
I don't know. Never really got into them, but
I watched Dune 2 3 times in theater.
That's crazy.
Dang.
So good. It was so good.
I watched Top Gun Maverick twice in theater.
I've never seen
it. It was a great
It's such a
film.
good movie.
I've
It
never
is.
seen Top Gun.
You don't even have to watch the first one to watch the second one.
I probably won't watch either.
My dad.
Oh my god.
My dad went.
I'm not a Tom Cruise guy.
Well,
Dude,
but that
it's-
one's still
it
good. It
doesn't
doesn't
matter.
even
Like,
matter.
I'm not that big of a Tom Cruise fan either, but that movie is fantastic.
I've only watched Tom Cruise movies,
Oh.
and that movie actually, it's so nostalgic for no reason.
Yeah.
It felt so old. It felt like a '90s movie.
Whenever the next Robert Pattinson Batman comes out,
Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yep. I'm ready for that one.
I'm intrigued by the Captain America movie.
Yeah. I
The
think that's
trailer
gonna be
for that looks
interesting.
all right.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Fantastic Four trailer?
That I think that looks exciting.
I really like the I don't know,
I'm
the
glad
vibe
it's
that they're
not
going.
I'm glad it's
with that.
not like part of the DC universe. It's like its own thing.
The DC
Marvel.
universe.
You mean Marvel?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Marvel. Sorry, for some reason I thought
it's not part of the Marvel universe.
I don't think.
I think it
thought
is
it
part of the
is.
MCU, but I think they're going.
Well, it shouldn't be.
I think that they're. I don't know, people are like speculating that it's like in a different multiverse,
Like,
but
I
they're
think it
somehow
should.
going to get tied back into like the Avengers because there's no way that they're going to keep them out of the
Yeah.
But they
Avengers
should-
movie
I don't
coming up,
know.
Doomsday.
I'm kind of sick of the universe. I just want to see
I mean, yeah, a lot of
superheroes in their
people-
own movies. Like I hate all the crossover
This
stuff.
is why I'm liking James Gunn's DC universe idea.
Yeah.
He's kind of
Mhm.
Like let these superheroes have their own movies, because like none of these like Marvel movies in the past like 5-8 years have had like their own like distinct styles
Yeah.
with their superheroes. Like they all, besides like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Mm-hmm.
they all kind of have like the same style. None of them have like a distinct feeling to them. Spider-Man: Homecoming did, and that was my favorite of the new Spider-Man movies. To be honest, I didn't really. No Way Home and Far From Home I thought were decent, but
Yeah.
no, I just want to see superheroes in their own movies.
yeah.
No,
I don't
I-
want to see them in a universe anymore. Avengers was great, but that after Endgame, I'm kind of out on the universe.
Yeah, it would be so cool if like Superman visited like Batman in Gotham, and it's just like these very contrasting people, as opposed to just it being a bland mixture of gray.
I know that's what these movies kind of have become. Like, did you guys see Eternals?
I did not, but I heard
Oh
it was
my
awful.
God.
That's exactly why.
That was so
Yeah.
bad.
I saw bad reviews and I was
the
like,
entire movie was gray and boring.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, I just couldn't. Like
Yeah.
at least like that Ant-Man movie, the newer one,
Mm-hmm.
that was bad. But
Yeah.
at least it was like funny.
I'm not
This
gonna lie.
Eternals movie was like so serious and so
Yeah.
stupid. I was like, oh my God.
I
Yeah.
couldn't finish the Ant-Man movie. I just kind of left.
Dude, the part with that dude with the big head. Oh my God.
Oh.
You know
And-
what I'm talking about?
from
The guy-
Quantumania.
Yeah, the guy with his head.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my.
In
Get
the
this
comics,
guy
he's
outta
supposed to
here.
actually look scary. Like he's got like scary eyes.
Yeah,
and
but
he's
he just it looked
look-
stupid.
he just look like a dude.
See,
Get
a
this
lot of
outta here.
people actually blame Guardians of the Galaxy for being the problem for these other like the MCU movies that came out after them. Because a lot of people think that because of how successful Guardians of the Galaxy was and how like it was like there's some quick one-liner, some funny
kinda
dialogue.
goofy,
yeah, like people are like, "Oh, that's how we need to make every MCU movie."
No.
And that's why it's just a theory like, Guardians of the
get
Galaxy,
that.
great movie.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing on it, but some people think that the success of that kind of changed the directory of, the
Definitely,
MCU.
yeah, it definitely could have, because like a lot of the MCU movies now are just like they kind of follow that formula and have like the one-liners the whole time and like goofy villains and this stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know. They're also superhero movies, so to take them super seriously is kind of a little stupid. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Spider-Man. He's my goat.
Well, yeah. Superman's my favorite character.
Superman?
And yeah,
Yeah.
believe it or not, just because of the fact that he has like no real reason to be a superhero. He just kind of wants to do it because he just kind of likes being a helpful dude.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that. That's respectful to me. Spider-Man sees it as a responsibility. Batman's like insane.
Yeah.
Superman's just like, I want to help people, and that's it. It makes me feel good, and that's why I like Superman.
All right. Go a few more minutes here. Cooper, who are your favorite actors?
Favorite actors?
Yeah. Just give us a couple.
I mean, I love Jim Carrey.
Okay.
I think he's a goofy guy. And he can be serious if he really needs to. Same goes for Adam Sandler. I mean, some movies I don't really like him in, like the one where he goes back to school. Like I hate that movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Billy Madison.
Billy
You don't like
Madison.
that one?
No, it's just stupid a little bit. Like I mean, I'll give props to Sandler for the acting job there, like acting stupid like that. But at the same time, it's like to me that's like '90s brain rot or early 2000s brain rot.
Did
Like that's what
Sandler start brain rot?
No, he did not.
He might have.
Yeah, I don't know about
You
that.
might have.
Like, because remember I watched like the beginning of Billy Madison and the part where he thinks that everyone's penguins and they're like waddling around and I'm like, what is going on in this movie? I don't really get a message out of it. It's like because I'm not like I don't know. I didn't inherit like $20 million in a giant business and I'm not having an IQ of a rock. So
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people can really. I don't know, relate to that movie. But
the golf movie's good though.
yeah, Happy Gilmore, it's a classic. They're making the second one. It's finishing up production soon.
I don't know about that.
I like Bradley Cooper a lot. Chris Pratt's also a good one. I love Eddie Murphy. He's also I love his movies. I like Haunted Mansion a lot. I think that's a good movie.
How about favorite directors?
Favorite directors?
Yeah, if you're into that. I know a lot of people don't really care a whole lot about directors, but
I mean, like sometimes I'll pay. I mean, I love what George Lucas has done. With Indiana Jones and Star Wars. Alfred Hitchcock is a great one. I like his movies. Man, sometimes I just blank on names. Like
yeah. You just got you got their face in your head, but
yeah, I know. Like that's. Oh, I mean, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Just, classic again.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't really have anyone. Like I don't. Sometimes I pay attention to it. Like I don't know. I'll read. Oh, this director did this movie and did that one, and then after like a week, I just forget, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't keep track of this stuff, and I'm sorry. I really should.
it's
but
not.
I mean, as someone who likes movies and is in media, I probably should, but I don't know.
I honestly don't really have a favorite directors. Like, besides Christopher Nolan, I just have directors who I know, which is essentially what I said when I first said who my favorite directors are. Just basically the directors I know.
Yeah.
Were the ones I put up.
Yeah. Well, all right. Had about, what is this, 53 minutes?
Yeah.
I'd say that's enough.
Yeah.
So, Real Talk, episode 3. Cooper, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sir.